Oh wow, we actually hit 600 subscribers. I didn't think that would happen, but apparently it did. Well, anyway, thanks for stopping by for this video. This is quite a personal one actually for me, because I'm going to do a few things that I've never done in a video before, which is to give a brief appearance. Not on camera because I actually don't have one, because I suck. But I do have photographs and that sort of stuff. But before we get into that, let's talk a bit about me, Milkbox, or, well, let's save my name for another time. So, I actually come from a place called Wales, and it's very boring here. There's just mountains, and sheep, and rain, and sheep, and more sheep, and that's Wales for you. And I don't usually do anything. Like I mentioned in my last video, I stay in and play video games. And right now, I'm playing Plants vs. Zombies, which is an excellent game. So you should get that. But I started YouTube because I wanted to entertain people. But there are some things before that, some personal issues which I had, which I guess made me want to start YouTube, made me want to commit to this, something to keep my mind off what issues I had back when I started, which kind of exist today, but I won't really go into detail about them. But where would I like to see myself in regards to YouTube? Well, like I said, I don't really care if I make it to being one of the biggest in the world, or if I just make it to 1,000. Just to know that whoever's watching is enjoying what I'm doing is more than enough for me. And to think that, like, when I started, this had 0 views and 0 subscribers, and now it's 600 subscribers and nearly 160,000 views. That's a lot for someone like me, somebody who's just never been exposed to any form of popularity or nothing. I'm used to being quiet and alone and away, and now people like me. And that's very difficult for me to understand, because I never see myself as a funny person or an interesting person. I never see myself as someone that people like you guys would like to watch. But apparently I was wrong. So let's talk more about who I am. Well, right now I'm really in quite a bad position because I have a pretty bad illness. Well, it's not really an illness. It's not really a disease. It's basically, I have very, very fucked up legs, is the nicest way of putting it. Now, I can walk with aid, but for the most part, I'm getting worse. And so, this is, through the internet, one of the few ways I can interact with people, because I don't go out much, as I said. But things are getting harder for me. And I realize now that what I'm doing here may not be the best thing to do for me in general. Like, I can only use my legs for so long now. But should I use the time that I have now to enjoy what life I have left in this position, or should I make videos? And it's a bit of both, because I'm welcomed in this environment here. I'm happy, and people like you and everybody else who watching, they're happy to see me and happy to take part and laugh and smile, which is something I never thought I could ever do. And I suppose all YouTubers said this when they started off. I suppose they was all like, oh, I'm at 600, I never thought that would happen. And now look at me now. I'm one of those people who are at 600, and I never thought this would happen. I didn't even think I deserved this, but you guys proved me wrong there. So, would I ever show my face on camera? It's a question that perhaps people have been wanting to ask or have asked. And the question is, I'm not so sure if I could ever really do it. I'd like to, but I'm a bit worried, concerned, because right now what you have to go on is this little picture that I'm about to show. of me, so that you know that I'm not just a voice behind a screen. I actually am someone, a human being. But on camera, I'm different. I'm very shy, very nervous, just like I am in real life. And I don't feel as if me being on a camera would be a good display of who I am right now, at this moment. All natural, and I can't even think of the words. Now, maybe that'll change. Who knows? But this video has been going on for quite a bit. It's nearly at 6 minutes according to what I've got here. But before I go, I'd like to talk about a few people. A few friends of mine who have been supporting me through YouTube, and people who I talk to on a daily basis. Now, please be aware that there are a lot of you. There's a very big number of you people out there. And for me to list you all, I would require a much, much bigger video. So I'm only going to name the people who I consider myself closest to. Now, I'm only going to go by what I know them as, just to avoid confusion, and in the description below I will list their channels. So, the first person I'd like to talk about is Alexander Obitz. He is a good friend of mine, and he's from Denmark. And he has a massive channel, and he has been helping me, talking to me on a frequent basis, and we work quite closely together in this other place that I work, which I'm not quite ready to announce personally. But a few of you probably know what I'm talking about. It involves a network, for example, and that's just as much as I really want to talk about. But Alexander Obitz, great guy, lovely, he's so funny, and you can check out his channel in the description below. And the next person I'd like to talk about is a girl, and her name is Ashley Silverdust. Now, she's like Alexander Obitz, except a girl, and she's a chatterbox, I'd say. She's pretty good at talking, never stops talking really, but she's pretty cool, and she has a pretty good sense of humor, which I like. I mean, if somebody laughs at my jokes and I haven't got to try, that's probably pretty good. And who's the last person I'd like to give a shout out to? Well, a lot of people may not know, but there's a person on here called Machi, and she does music and stuff. Now, for someone like me, music, I love music, but I prefer music to relax me, because I'm a pretty stressed person. And music, oh man, I love it. So, she did do a lot of music, and her music is pretty fabulous. Very well. I think she plays the guitar. Now, I'm not so sure, but who knows? I'm probably wrong. But yeah, I think she plays the guitar. Guitar, not guitar. Guitar. Did I get that right? Well, anyway, check out her channel below. She does fabulous music. She's a wonderful person. Well, okay, everyone, that's the people I'd like to mention. So, hopefully you'll stick around and watch more of my content, and hopefully we'll grow together. So now you know what I look like. What's your thoughts? Tell me in comments or something. And thanks for all the support. I really appreciate it.